masters of horror.
Welcome to the Scariest Things Podcast, your gateway to the trends and tropes of the horror genre. This is Spooky Time, episode number 15. We're growing up, y'all. We're 15 now. I'm your host, Liz
so
Williams.
Mad at my parents.
Yes, I know. We're having a party without our parents. I'm your host, Liz Williams. I'm joined by, on the left, I see in Portland, hats on,
Mike Campbell.
down at the bottom beside the Midsummer crew,
Robert Zilbauer.
and over to my right,
the hatless Eric Lee.
hatless Eric.
How you doing?
Welcome. Welcome, folks. Okay, we've got a chocked full episode for you, and we're going to start it off with a little clarification. Behind me, you can see the logo for Swarm, the series on Amazon created by Donald Glover. If anybody is watching the sci-fi series Swarm thinking, wait, Liz gave this 5 stars. This was supposed to be at South by Southwest. This was supposed to be amazing. It's the wrong one. I mean, the Donald Glover Swarm. This one.
And where do you catch the Donald Glover Swarm?
Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime.
So get yourself onto Amazon Prime.
And
So
not to be confused with the Michael Caine, Catherine Ross 1977 Swarm.
Right.
And also
Which
not
is
to
also-
be confused with
okay.
the I think it was 2018 French film that I have recommended off Netflix called The Swarm, about the lady who's trying to grow locusts as a food source, and then
Oh,
they
that's
turn on
right.
her.
Oh, yeah.
But this one, Dominic
That's
Fishback is going to win every award. It's Swarm. Okay.
So
So
well
now-
deserved.
So if it's
So
on
well
if it's
deserved.
on Amazon, is it bingeable yet, or is it still week by week?
It's bingeable. No, it's
Super bingeable.
7 episodes, super bingeable. They're like 35 minutes a piece, and it is
I
a
think I watched it in like
masterpiece.
2 days.
I mean,
Yep.
it is good.
The
Okay.
same.
We realized that this was we were getting our wires crossed when Chris Cleland, one of our best fans, said he was watching it, and I said, I don't think you have to know everything about Beyonce to enjoy the series, and he was like, what? And that's when we found out that there's
Swarm.
another series called The Swarm, and that's what Chris was watching. So this is the Beyonce based, Donald Glover written Swarm series. But
Liz, I think you called it the future of
it's
horror.
the future of horror. It
That's
is.
what I
And when
remember.
you said that, I was like, that seems like a little bit of a stretch. But after I watched it, it's spot on.
It's the
not.
future.
This series opened South by Southwest on Friday night at the stateside.
Mhm.
Now, Mike and I didn't see the series because we were at
Nope.
Talk to Me, which is
Yep.
Also
the
worth
future of
watching.
horror and
Also
worth
pretty
watching.
cool.
But this one you can see now. You don't have to wait till the theaters.
Right.
And it's on Amazon. So, all right, we're all here. This is a special shout out for Robert. So in our text stream, Robert is notorious for catching the let's call it the 1-star to 2-star movies. And
Dubious
when we
movies.
found out that Glenn Danzig was going to be selling his new movie, Death Riders in the House of Vampires, at the Cannes
Mike's
Film
ready.
Festival. Oh, Mike is ready.
I'm ready.
I will not sing
I'm ready.
Glenn Danzig to you, even though I've seen them multiple times. I said to Robert, if I win the lottery, we are going to Cannes and we are buying this film. I am standing by that, and I have 2. Oh, you can't see them. Scratch off tickets. We can win
Can't win if you don't
a
play.
total of $20,000, which I feel like could get us there and buy us this film.
That would
If I
do it.
just
Yeah.
I think
scratch
that should
off,
do it.
so I'm scratching. We're doing it
Based on his
live.
last film, we'll probably have money left over
We're
for.
doing it live.
Dinner.
I have I think
Come
I won like
on, Liz.
$1
Come on.
Here we go.
All right.
on this one.
I
I'm
want to
back.
meet
Alright.
Glenn Danzig.
I may have won like $3 on this.
Sweet.
That should do it.
No,
All right,
I need
3,
about
We're halfway there. We're halfway there.
$5,997 to
That'll
go.
Right.
get us to cans.
So
Now we
in
just
this one,
need-
I gotta have all my
film money.
Powerball numbers. I'm doing it. I'm scratching. So
That
I
won't get you to
actually
cans. That will get you a can.
a can. We're gonna
A
get
can.
a can.
Oh,
I
that's-
love
that's-
Diet Coke.
Denison's chili.
$3 will get you a can of chili.
Oh,
Danzig chili.
Robert,
Maybe
I
two
don't
cans
think
of
we're-
Denison's
I think
chili.
we're flying
Coach?
economy plus.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Not flying
Oh.
on the Concorde.
Oh my goodness.
Chili.
don't
We'll
think
have to
we're
pay for the
winning.
chili on the flight over.
I don't think I want. All right,
Come
Robert.
on,
Well,
Danzig.
it's not going to be.
Let's
us.
do it.
Come on,
money,
Danzig.
money.
No.
No,
Nothing.
Oh,
$3
how could
bucks?
that-
All right.
I thought
Well,
it was a guarantee.
I thought it was a guarantee that we were going to win.
Well, I'm
Well,
willing
treat
to.
yourself.
I'm
the
willing
world
to.
is going to have to wait. I guess they're going to.
I'm
have
willing
to
to
wait
put
for
down a
one.
second mortgage on my house.
Seconded. We're
And
doing
then-
it. Sorry,
and then
Wayne. We're moving
auction
out.
auction Hank off to a child labor camp.
Yeah, for Glenn
He's
Danzig.
strong.
Heck
He
yeah.
would like do
Yeah.
stuff.
That's right.
Danzig's worth it.
Dear Glenn Danzig, if you are listening, please come on.
Child's
give
at a
us
labor camp for
screeners.
you.
We will.
Heck
Yeah, it's
yeah.
not the Death Riders. It's Children of the Labor Camp. Glenn Danzig, if you're listening, you've got fans here. We're not Rob Zombieing you. We actually like you.
Uh-huh.
And
I
we're
like
here
Rob
for
Zombie's music.
you. Yeah, we're not going to Cannes to buy this film. We have no money. I think I won $6. So
Oh, there you go.
hey, that's pretty good.
Not bad.
Sweet.
Pretty
But
good.
I
That's
did
two-
have to go to the gas station with change to buy these scratch off tickets because you have to pay cash. I
That'll
mean, if
go
I
into
could
the-
use
the
the credit
Scariest Things
card, we could have had
coffers.
way more. So
That's two
yeah.
cans.
That's going to go towards our Portland Horror Film Festival lanyard fund.
There you go.
That's paid for. That's bought and paid for. So
Thank
if you're
you,
going to
Liz.
Portland, you're getting a lanyard. And
With
you're
the
That's
enjoying
scariest
that.
things on it.
With the
Yeah.
scariest things, and you're going to see
Nice.
some
Valuable
amazing
collectible.
stuff. You're going to see Black Mold. You're going to see Onyx the Fortuitous in the Book of Shadows. A million short films. That is what they're always touting.
Their
And
speciality.
I think they're going to have some really good special guests and things.
Wasn't the
for
Book
you.
of Shadows that Blair Witch sequel?
Oh, that
It
was.
sure
That
was.
too.
Oh,
I
okay.
like it.
Boy,
Sure
that-
was.
We'll get into
Close
that,
that
one
book.
separately.
Yeah.
Hey,
We
we don't know who the new mayor is going to be. This could be your future.
Yeah.
That is that
We
actually
may be
so that's-
talking Book of
that's an event.
Shadows.
Mm-hmm.
We might be.
All right. So, well, that's a good transition on over to the deciding. What would you call yourself? The electoral college?
Judicator?
The Electoral College.
Yeah,
The elect-
as if
this is
there
my
was one
electoral
state
college
in the,
behind me.
in the union
He's
Yes.
the college. We've all been
The
fighting
college.
against that for
counts for
Couple
2
years
senators
now.
and 1 representative because he's in from
he's in
DC.
DC. He gets
That's
no
right.
votes.
This is the yeah.
There you
He's
go.
that.
But
We're the-
for those people that don't know what we're talking about, we have been handing the baton around to each other for the last year or so,
Mhm.
declaring one of the 4 of us, the 3 of us, as the mayor of Tropetown.
Tropetown.
Eric was our first mayor. I was our second mayor.
The patriarchy's been keeping me down. So
I hoisted Eric hoisted Lowland horror on us.
Mhm.
I hoisted Tubi horror on us, and now the mayoral sash, sash,
Yes.
scepter,
There should be a
The
sash.
scepter. I think it's a
scepter
scepter.
and sash,
Scepter, okay.
And a top
Maybe-
hat.
And
maybe
it-
handed and top hat and monocle, maybe handed off tonight.
turning into Mr.
So
Peanut.
how are we? How is this particular election going to go to work? And how can I pay off Robert to
I
win
know.
this?
I've already tried with lottery tickets. He's not to be bought.
All I got was a can of chili.
Yeah. Coming your way, Robert. It's coming your way. Check your mailbox.
Well, you have to go back and listen to what was it, 166, the
Yes,
previous
Yeah.
to be.
podcast, the
To be or
to be,
not to be.
to be or
To
not to be, and that's where the ballots were cast, I guess.
Yeah.
From
Mhm.
picking out, everybody got to pick out 3 films, looking for the weirdest stuff on Tubi.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was given the honor to go through these ballots and decide the next
Honor.
mayor of Tropetown.
And
So-
who's the mayor?
Well, let me go through the ballots so everyone knows what
Oh,
we're
yeah.
looking at.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
So we have from Masticated Mike, we've got the Incredible Two-Headed Transplant, which was a miracle of historic horror. We had The Summer of Fear.
Yep.
Okay, to be honest,
I'm gonna
to be
watch
fair,
that
I just
one.
kind of fast forwarded through the Incredible Two-Headed Transplant. I
Fair
did
enough.
like the that they had all those animals that also had two heads.
Right.
That was pretty
Mhm.
cool.
Yep.
Then we
And
did
Casey
the,
Kasem.
and Casey
Yeah.
Kasem.
And Casey
And I
Kasem.
appreciated that they let Casey Kasem be the radio announcer guy whenever they
Right.
needed a radio announcer guy.
Uh-huh.
This
That was
one
nice.
goes out to Robert.
And then we had The
DC.
Summer of Fear with that was the Wes Craven film.
Yep.
And then Blood Hook.
Blood Hook.
Blood
Fishing
Hook.
horror.
Actually watched
Fishing
Blood
horror.
Hook.
Giant fish. That sounds like a Robert kind of a movie.
Blood
I watched
Hook.
the entire Summer of Fear though. That one was actually pretty good.
Yeah, it was.
So we had a lot of history on Mike's corner of the mayoral ballot. And then with Mr.
Pretty
Eric
weird
Lee,
stuff too.
we had The Girl with No Mouth
Mhm.
from Cam Evernall.
Yeah.
Turkish and pretty weird. We had Starfish, which I watched the whole thing of Starfish. That was actually a beautiful film.
Mhm.
And very interesting, kind of melancholy.
Yep.
And then Enter the Void, which was, I didn't watch the whole thing, but I got the gist. And
It's
it
about
was-
3 hours.
Yeah, that would be why. I
What?
didn't watch
Of
the whole
strobing lights and
Drugs.
thing. Yes, I now have
psychedelics.
epilepsy. So thank you
Tokyo
for
drug
that.
use.
It is. Yeah.
No, sir.
Gaspar Noé movies are going to set your eyes on fire.
It's never
But
going to be an easy watch if it's Gaspar
No.
Noé.
But it
And
was very pretty. It was very artsy.
Oh
and-
God, yeah. His art direction is impeccable, and
yeah.
he just also picks very difficult subject material to deal with.
Yes. Right.
Is it really 3 hours?
It's about 2 hours and 40
Almost
minutes.
2.5.
Yeah. Yeah.
Woo!
It's right getting up there. Yeah.
Uh-uh.
And then with Liz, we had Chompy and the Girls, which I had already seen.
I did not know
and-
that until I watched it.
To answer the question, I think that actually came in through the Submit Your Film on our website.
Okay.
Oh, really?
okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that was when we were
Okay.
There
pushing
we
them
go.
around the festivals, and they came to
Wow,
us.
that's actually we get a lot of film offerings, and not a whole lot of the movies that we get offered up actually make it to streaming.
Review.
Right.
or
Yeah.
So it went
streaming.
straight
Yeah.
from the Scariest Things to Tubi.
Thanks to Robert's
Hey,
review.
no
Tubi,
stop
we
in
want
between.
you to sponsor.
No stop in
Robert's-
between.
Yes, exactly. We were just the middleman.
Yes.
And then what else? Scream Returns.
Yes.
The, the French Scream movie, which I
Yes.
watched the whole thing.
Because it's not terrible.
No, it wasn't terrible. It was pretty weird. I did enjoy the pizza with the Scream face on it when it first, and then how it basically turned into like In the Mouth of Madness, since you
Like
just
Ghostface.
it just goes crazy at the end.
Yeah.
So
Does it do the the infinity loop of movie watching thing? Like
There's no
at
Sam
the
Neill. It's
Madness?
not that good.
Okay.
and then of course, Bloody Muscle Bodybuilder in Hell.
Japanese Evil
Sweet,
Dead.
62 minutes.
62
Japanese
minutes.
Evil
Eric's
Dead.
like, here,
Full
watch
of
3 hours.
craziness.
I'm like, ooh, let's
Yeah.
go 62 minutes.
62
Yes.
minutes.
Yeah.
That's about right.
And it was a difficult choice after all of that. But I did make a decision, and I've enlisted a thing from the Addams family to help me with this. Envelope, please.
Oh.
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 Thank you very much.
That was amazing.
I'm the new mayor of Tropetown.
Special effects. We've got.
Yes,
we've
we
got-
have special effects.
Is Scariest Liz.
Damn.
Those were some really weird
Heck
movies.
yeah. Get ready.
All right,
Get
Eric's watching
ready.
Martyrs.
Sherry,
Eric's watching
Moon,
Martyrs.
Zombie.
I've
Here
watched
comes.
Martyrs.
He's
Oh, you
watched
did?
it. So now I guess
Oh,
gotta go
okay.
all Sherry Moon
Yeah.
Zombie.
Okay.
Oh no.
Zombie.
I'm not doing it. I don't want to watch that. Ooh, I'm gonna think long and hard.
Yeah, no, I know that
Robert,
one.
you made
one
the right
movie,
choice. The
one
check
movie
is
in
in the
Liz's
mail.
wheelhouse that I don't want to touch with a 10-foot pole.
My
But,
check for $3.
yeah.
The check for
And a-
$3 that we just
or
won
a can of
is in the
Dennison's
mail.
chili.
Or a
Or the
can
can
of
of
Danzig
chili.
chili. Yes.
One of the two.
All right. Congratulations, Liz. Your
Okay, Liz.
sash is in the mail.
Well done.
All right.
Yes.
I'm keeping the monocle.
May she
Right.
reign wisely.
All right, Mike, what do you have? Outgoing mayor.
Very quickly, I decided to go do a mid-year checkup on the films that I was looking forward to the most in 2023.
Ooh,
I have seen
Oh.
2 of the 3 because the other one doesn't come out to this October. I have seen Consecration, which just popped up
Oh,
on
yeah.
Shudder this
Shudder.
past weekend,
How was it?
and it's okay.
Okay.
It looks really good. It's not scary. They left a lot of scares on the table. I watched 2 weeks ago, and you can see the review on the website. I watched Enys Men,
Mhm.
which was
yeah.
also getting significant hype, and it
Yeah.
has popped up on all the streaming services as well. It is also a 3-star movie that looks really good, that leaves a lot of scares on the table and doesn't really go anywhere. And then, of course, the last film that I was looking forward to in 2023 is the reboot of The Exorcist, and the early reactions
Not good.
suggests that it is not very good, that it is very, very long, and
didn't
there's
realize
only
it was
one
long.
scare in the entire film.
Oh,
Only one scare.
shit.
Like literally only one scare in the entire film.
But wait,
That was the
who's
initial
making
screen.
that? Adam
That's
Green?
that's David
makes
Gordon
me
David
Green.
sad.
Lynch?
Yeah, David Gordon Green is
David
is
Gordon
making.
Green. Okay.
David
Yeah,
Lynch.
yeah. So
Not David
so-
Lynch. What's the other guy who did like Hollister? Someone, Joe
Mm.
Lynch. Is it
Oh
Joe?
yeah. Not him. Yeah, so far this year, I think I'm pulling in
A 3?
a C, like a C.
Okay.
Maybe I'm gonna even go like C.
Is that better than
minus.
last year?
C minus this year. I
Oh,
don't know
that's
what
a
I
good
got last
question.
year. I think it did. I think last year I did a little better. Yeah, this year is like a solid C minus. So
Hmm.
we'll see if The Exorcist gets my GPA up a little bit, but all signs right now point to no. You're getting a C minus.
Oh no.
Oy.
Over
All
to you,
right.
Eric. Over to
Eric,
you,
what
Eric.
you got? Reporting back
For spooky
from
time.
Crypitcon.
Yeah, well, as Liz just mentioned, I this was my very first trip up to the DoubleTree SeaTac, which is a hotel
The
lost to
airport
1978.
hotel.
Yeah, it's a huge complex of with lots. It's a funky place, but Crypitcon is something that Jeff and Willie, who are the hosts of the Portland Horror Trivia Massacre, I'm going, come on, you got to come do this. You'd love this. You'd be perfect for it. It's like, well, yeah, maybe if I
You'd
get
be perfect
if I
for
get a chance.
this airport hotel.
Yeah, And
Thanks, guys.
It was it's actually it was, the digs are kind of cool. It's kind of funky, but the actual event was terrific in that it's not a film festival, it's a convention where there's like a big shopping bazaar, and there's lots of people getting tattoos and makeup and cosplay and lots, and most of the people come for the panels to do for horror fans, lecturing other horror fans about what they should do and what they should see in horror. And I actually got a chance to do a couple of presentations with my new friend Terry Harden, who is a licensed trauma therapist, and she was hosting a couple of panels. One was the DSM-5 of horror. Are you guys familiar with DSM-5 is?
Yeah.
Yep.
It is the methodology for diagnosing mental illness. And so I was like, you teach me. And actually Willie Greer, who was also on our one of the guys who recruited me from the Horror Fest, he does a lot of these panels. And so the two of us would pitch her softballs about different kinds of horror movies and how she would analyze them and what the characters represent relative to various psychological maladies.
That's very cool.
And also she had a lot of other interesting panels that would talk about why we watch horror. We've had these kind of conversations amongst ourselves about empowerment or escapism and all these kinds of reasons why psychologically we gravitate to horror. And she's got some very interesting takes on that. And I also did an old favorite of ours which was disabled horror. That you can go back to listen to ours. And actually, if you go on the website, if you type disabilities and horror, Scariest Things Dead List is the first thing that shows up. So check that out.
Nice.
And then the last thing that I got a chance to do, and I've been talking about this for a while, was my scariest or my horror movie greenlight pitch. And Mike came up, and his son Hank and Milena showed up. Were a team for us. Nice. And got to and got to compete against others who had joined us to test and kick the tires of this.
And they had the best tagline out of the entire group.
But you got to lead into it.
A Jordan Peele inspired film, and the tagline was "Nope, get out."
So that the future is safe.
Hank is they went full big budget horror. Emily, who won, had her group was the Video Nasty. She did a horror comedy directed by Kevin Smith with Bruce Campbell, Jack Black, and Alyssa Sutherland as the girlfriend who would swallow them whole in the basement.
Yes, please.
And Matthew Lillard played the dubious first victim, and
there's no way Matthew Lillard would die first. He's been in too many horror movies.
But he was set up to go down. There was another great one, which was the history of Dragula. And so of course it was a Rob Zombie directed movie. And it was
starring Sherry Moon Zombie.
Sherry Moon wasn't as one of the selections. Mike, do you remember who we had?
Sacrilege.
It was Rob Zombie, Bill Moseley, Felissa Rose, with Barbara Crampton and Samara Weaving.
I would watch that movie.
Yeah, that's legit.
And it was like lots of car chases, and it's the legend of Dragula. Bill Moseley plays Dragula, and
it was literally drag racing vampires.
That sounds. If Rob Zombie makes that movie, I will watch that movie.
So those were the kinds of things that we had concocted up in this, awesome. and it was a lot of fun. Everybody who played had a blast, and so I'm going to chalk up round one as a success. Hopefully, we'll get a chance to do it again at the next festival.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So anyway, stay tuned. I'll do a little bit more of a breakdown of that on a future write-up. And stay tuned for once we get some of the communications issues down, we'll have some postings of some of the events that we did at Crypitcon. If you're in the Pacific Northwest, and I know a lot of our listeners are, it's great for a one-day drop-in. I think I think Mike would attest, it's not a really big, the actual convention it's got a fairly small footprint.
Yeah, but you already said this. There's no movies, so don't go in expecting horror films. There are a lot of cool artists and tattoo artists and so forth and so on, but it's pretty small. Yeah. So yeah,
But a lot of the pictures, like people were in like super cool cosplay and stuff.
Yeah, there's some cool cosplay, but it is very small. I mean, you can literally like cruise through the whole thing in a couple hours.
Yeah. Okay. But I think the reason why most of the people go is to go to the panels, and then there's how to make there's like how to make a Michael Myers mask, and there are things about how to do a horror podcast and other, kinds of that was, they have, I mean, there are a lot of people who just kind of want to, there's a lot of these workshop kind of things. So that is what they do. And it's but the best part is actually horror community. It's about getting together with a bunch of other people who love horror and getting to hang out and the big party on the 13th floor that goes till 5 a.m. and people wake up face down in the hallway. So that was
been a
that
while
wasn't me.
since I've been to one of those.
But it was like, I checked out at 2 a.m. and it was like, I got a presentation tomorrow. I can't stay up too long. I've been to
Dragon Con with Gwen and Brian. They're kings and queens of
and Gwen and Brian were there too. I mean, it was like, and it was amazing actually that it's a tight enough community that's like, hey, I know you, and people we've known from other festivals. It's great. So check it out. Excellent. And so that's what I've got. Anybody got a closeout?
I have a little tagline from Swarm. This Swarm, Donald Glover's Swarm, about fandom gone to the extremes, and his tagline is Stan, STAN, correct. So if you don't know what a Stan is, go listen to your Eminem, get back in, do some research.
Love
Stan
it.
Correct. That's it.
That's right.
Thank you guys, and we will see you.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Week. Oh, yes. I'm waiting for the scepter and the crown.
Time to go buy some more lottery tickets.
I need some more lottery tickets because I think we won $6 though. That's not
good job, Liz.
The start.
I paid for it.
Making money.
Thanks, guys, and we'll see y'all later.
The Masters of Horror.